part of Yaba.
Being surrounded by books and lovers of art serves as a reminder that she's right where she's supposed to be.
The best part of being an artist for me is just the freedom and ability to make my world in the way that I want to make it. I've said to a few people recently that, my work, I'm not really making for the rest of the world. I really want to live in a beautiful space. I want that the objects that I'm interacting with in my space I love and they make me feel good. And just being able to tap into the ability of, just art and expressing artistically helps me create my world and, make it comfortable. It helps me connect with people and also just answer the questions that I think are the most difficult.
All over Nigeria, visual arts is becoming widespread, with young and gifted creatives finding innovative materials to design murals, paintings and sculptures, and make a living while at it. Ikenya Ngige is living his childhood dreams.
As a child, I watched a lot of cartoons. I was a fan of Voltron and a couple of kiddies cartoons back then, and I really wanted to create something that was close to that. So I drew a lot on my exercise books, on my jotters and sketch pads, and I wished one day I could make them move.
Unsure whether he wanted to be an animator or an artist, he decided to try both. In 2006, while studying fine arts in university, Ikenya took on a side job that would allow him to learn how to create comics on computers.
Right from when I started my career in my first workplace at Minad Broadcast International, there I was really able to groom my animation skills by myself, doing montages and all that, promos and all that, and I was able to infuse animated characters into everything I do, and like that I grew myself up, and right now I do my full animations myself, and I do for other companies and advert agencies.
After mastering the basics of animation, Ikenya began working on a creation inspired by the cartoons he watched as a child.
When I was little, on my way back from school, I used to play this character, Samurai Ken from My Name Ekene, and my walking frames were my samurai swords. So I used to have these imaginary enemies on my way back from school. I fight them and all that. So
he soon discovered he couldn't create the animations he wanted alone. So he started X Animators, a company focused on creating 2D animations. While creating animated stories, Ikenya was simultaneously working as a visual artist.
When I started with painting, I started with oil paint. Back then at college, I started with oil paint and I graduated to painting with acrylics and watercolors. So in fact, when I started exhibiting professionally, my first exhibition was watercolor and acrylics. I exhibited at the local airport, MMA2. The exhibition helped in launching the coffee restaurant. In fact, that was where my inspiration from coffee started brewing, because I fell in love with coffee from that restaurant.
The 2014 exhibition changed the course of his art.
So I had the spill. I had my cappuccino spill on my paper, and it was supposed to look like, it was supposed to be a mistake, but I loved the mistake and I didn't want to wipe it off. I love the color, I love the texture, and I just got the inspiration from there that if this coffee could look this nice, maybe it could turn out nicer if I use it as a medium for a painting.
Now, the 39-year-old is all in on coffee.
First of all, I make a jelly paste from my instant coffee. I use that jelly paste, I put it on my palette, and I dissolve it into different grade of colors. I make my sketch on my paper or on my canvas, in pencil, of course, and then I demarcate with my sketch where the light shade and the dark shades are going to be. Then I mix my jelly pasty coffee and I start painting.
It takes him 2 weeks to a month to finish up a painting, though for this piece, he's bending his own rules and working a lot faster.
The best part of creating art is being able to reach the whole world. It's being able to touch lives. I've been able to touch a whole lot of lives with my painting across the globe. I've had calls and messages from all around the world, from people that have been touched by the topics of the paintings I make. That really warms my heart. Right from primary school, secondary school, I used to draw for my classmates. I was in science class actually. I was doing biology drawings. I got into trouble for that because I was always shading my drawings and we're not supposed to do that. So when I got into the university, I realized that it was actually something. My friends were telling me that you can actually do this, you can create from this.
Ayonfe Olarinde is a self-trained visual artist currently exploring what is known as scribble art. While Ayonfe's friends inspired her to keep drawing, it was a 2015 event that changed everything.
At Artist Connect, right, I was just doing pencil art before then. I was basically just drawing and shading. It was at Artist Connect that I got challenged. I got into conversations with different artists, and then I got challenged to actually create something on the spot. And being a pencil artist before then, it was kind of difficult for me to use biro, to use a pen to create. And I was also one of the youngest female artists there too.
Ayonfe's process involves a lot of scribbling, crisscrossing hundreds of lines to create portraits of people and objects.
There's no particular way to actually scribble, but for me, I basically just hit my canvas, a very empty space, and I start doing my jaga around. It's more like I'm navigating through a space trying to find my way. It's more like I'm going through a path, like a maze, right? So most times I don't even know, like I have no idea what exactly it is I am doing or what I want to do. So I just start from a point and then I just let the points lead me.
More than a drawing artist, she creates with other material as well.
Wire sculpture actually to me started off as a therapeutic process. It started off when I went to a Matan workshop in Delta, and I wasn't given my normal tools to work with. Just as how Scribble had started, I was just given stuff I wasn't so used to. So I started twisting wires from there just to while away time and just keep myself sane. I use different sizes of wires. I mostly use iron sponge, the one they used to wash back of pots. Yeah, that is the major one I use. And then I also use copper wire, brass wire.
The 25-year-old has featured in Padre Gallery, New York, and Retro Gallery in Abuja.
It actually feels great to have my work in different spaces because I never envisioned it to be this way. When I started out art, I just wanted to create. I didn't know that people would actually appreciate it or call me from like different parts of the world, and it's so great to see.
When she feels stuck and has creative block, Ayonfe visits her favorite spot in Lagos.
This is Bogobiri House. This is one of my favorite spots in Lagos. I like to come here to cool off and think. Bogobiri just feels like a home. Like it has this natural vibe. The music they play there is so calm. The food, it tastes like my mom's food. You get like, I go there, I meet other creatives. I'm able to think. It's just one very quiet space, and it has like different vibes, because they have like 2 or 3 buildings, and in one of the parts they do like this open mic nights, and whenever I go for that, I get to meet creatives and I get to meet people who make me laugh. Yeah.
She also relies on other art forms to help snap her out of a creative funk.
So when I'm bored and I need to just relax, I take strolls around. I take pictures of people sometimes, pictures of things. So I'll be doing that now. I am also a photographer on the side. Sometimes when I have like my blogs in art, I try to do other things just to gain more inspiration or motivation to create. So sometimes
आधा घंटा पहले तो ठीक है, पहले तो लंच भी हो गया और क्या कहते हैं रेस्ट दे दिया।
कितने में आगे आधे घंटे में
हाँ मैं घंटा से टाइम 15 मिनट होते हैं।
लंच में होना मैं जाऊँ फिर बस मारा क्या ठीक है।